Well, I got up in the morning and looked out, and it appears to be about 10 inches of snow that we got the night before. I don't know, 8 inches maybe a little more, but it was so wet, it just wouldn't blow. It just kept clogging up the chute on the snowblower. You can see here there's not very much coming out, and the little tunnel in there just kept getting smaller and smaller until it was completely choked off. It usually throws that stuff about 40 feet over the bank. I finally got the road cleaned up, but it took me about 4.5 hours instead of 40 minutes because I had to scoop it with a bucket on the front of the tractor, and of course you could only go a little ways and then it'd spin out and you have to dump that over the bank and keep doing that over and over, but finally got it done. But in the process, I kind of folded up my snowblower, the bracket that holds it to the tractor on the 3-point. I had to rebuild that. I'd kind of worked it over once before, but it was just some not very heavy metal, so I decided to go ahead and do it upright this time. So I got that part of the operation whipped and got that ready to go again the next time it snows, and then I went to do a load of laundry, and when the washer decided to drain, it started backing up in the shower in the little apartment out there in the shop. And of course, it ran water all over the floor, flooded the whole apartment, and made a big mess. Well, I knew I was going to have to snake it, but I decided before I'd pull the commode and tackle that job, which you see going on here. Anyway, I figured I better get my strength up before I did all that, so I decided I better have some dinner. And when I picked up the bag that held my Chinese food, the bottom fell out, and my dinner fell all over the table, spilled all over the table, and in the chair, and all over the floor, and just made a great big mess everywhere. So I decided at this point I may as well just invite Sparky over for dinner, and we could both just get down on the floor and lick it all up, I reckon. Finally got that mess cleaned up and decided I better go ahead and get on with my snaking that drain, and I got pretty far into that and went out to open the back door on the shop, and well, when I opened the door, I accidentally bumped the tank that sits on the back of that commode and knocked it over on the floor and busted it all to pieces, as you can see here. So I was just kind of wondering, how was your day?